Now let's look into another section, network security. In this section, you will be able to understand what is the most dangerous network area security attacks and how we prevent it with the product Anti-DDoS. Distributed denial of service exploits client-server technology to combine multiple computers and form a platform to initiate an attack against one or more targets, which poses a threat that is the orders of magnitude greater than that of a denial of service attack. The major objective of such attacks is to prevent designated targets from providing normal services. DDoS attack, based on the technology used by each initiator, can be categorized into the following groups. Transportation layer DDoS attacks. Transportation layer DDoS attacks indicate SYN flood, ACK flood, UDP flood, ICMP flood, and RST flood attacks. DNS DDoS attacks. DNS DDoS attacks indicate DNS request flood, DNS response flood, valid and invalid source DNS query flood attacks, and authoritative server and local server attacks. Connection DDoS attacks. Connection DDoS attacks indicate TCP slow connection attacks, connect exhaustion attacks, LOIC, HOIC, SLORIS, PLORIS, and XOIC, among other slow attacks. Web application DDoS attacks. Web application layer attacks indicate HTTP get flood, HTTP post flood, and HTTP flood attacks. To defend potential DDoS attacks, we provide 3 versions of anti-DDoS products, which are Basic, Pro, and Premium. Anti-DDoS Basic is a free distributed denial of service protection service that safeguards data and applications. Anti-DDoS Basic prevents and mitigates DDoS attacks by rotating traffic away from your infrastructure. This service guarantees availability and performance of your properties on Alibaba Cloud. It also provides enhanced visibility and control over your security. As a global service from Alibaba Cloud Security, Anti-DDoS Basic functions with 5 gigabytes per second capacity of DDoS mitigation against common DDoS attacks. Alibaba Cloud Anti-DDoS Pro is only available now for Chinese mainland customers, so we won't introduce it too much in this course. For users who have business servers deployed outside of mainland China, Alibaba Cloud provides Anti-DDoS Premium service to mitigate DDoS attacks. By enabling Anti-DDoS Premium for your server that deployed outside of mainland China, all attack traffic against your server is pulled to your Anti-DDoS Premium's dedicated IP. Then the Anti-DDoS Premium service filters attack traffic that diverts to global distributed scrubbing centers by using Anycast technology, and forward clean traffic back to the origin server. This mostly improves the stability of your business. This picture shows how Anti-DDoS Basics do the traffic mitigation. Every incoming traffic will be mirrored and sent to a pre-warning module. If pre-warning module detected any suspicious traffic, it will notify the management center. The management center will use scrubbing router with broad gateway protocol to attract the attacking traffic to keep up modules. After the attacking traffic is mitigated, the clean traffic will be re-injected to the original servers. Please be noticed that the Anti-DDoS Basic is a free service. You don't need to enable it. It will protect most of your cloud resources like ECS or SLB from DDoS attacks. But the basic version also has limits, which means it cannot protect DDoS traffic, which is bigger than 5 gigabytes per second. To well protect your business, since basic versions has its own limitation, you might want to consider using Anti-DDoS Premium against large volume DDoS attacks. Anti-DDoS Premium has the following features: global DDoS mitigation. Anti-DDoS Premium integrates capacities of all Alibaba Cloud scrubbing centers over the world as protection resources by using Anycast technology. With distributed technology, Anti-DDoS Premium automatically diverts DDoS attack traffic to the nearest scrubbing center to the attacking source for mitigation. Unlimited protection. Anti-DDoS Premium provides unlimited protection with full capacity to each user by comprehensively utilizing global near-source mitigation abilities. In 2018, the total protection of capacity of AlibabaCloud International Anti-DDoS Scrubbing Center increased to over 2 terabytes per second. Anti-DDoS Premium aims to defend against every single DDoS attack for you. Dedicated IP resource. Anti-DDoS Premium provides a dedicated Anycast IP for each user. Each IP is isolated to avoid any impact by DDoS attacks against other users. This provides you a safer DDoS mitigation service. Security report. Anti-DDoS Premium provides a detailed traffic report and attack protection report in real time for you to have a clear view on the security of your business. Anti-DDoS Premium offers insurance plan and unlimited plan. Unlimited plan means Anti-DDoS Premium provides unlimited mitigation capacities and can integrate all mitigation capacities of AlibabaCloud Anti-DDoS scrubbing centers around the world to secure your business. But what is insurance plan? The Anti-DDoS Premium insurance plan offers 2 advanced mitigations by default, featuring unlimited mitigation capabilities. This protects your business against DDoS attacks with full capacity within 24 hours after an attack has been detected, and consumes 1 advanced mitigation. The number of advanced mitigations is reset to 2 at the beginning of each month during the service period. Cloud Anti-DDoS service supports both web services and non-web services. In web services, users need to only direct their domain name to the Anti-DDoS IP address. Non-web services, users need to replace their service IP address with the Anti-DDoS IP address. Now let's look into some real cases. The first case happened in year 2014. An online gaming company on AlibabaCloud was attacked by DDoS in around 14 hours. From the records, you can see that the peak traffic is almost 453.8 gigabytes per second. Luckily, they used our Anti-DDoS service, and all the attack traffics were successfully mitigated. Another case happened in the year 2018. This time, the hacker leveraged the feature of many Memcached servers, which is when those Memcached servers received a particular request, they would return several packages to respond. What the hacker did was send the particular request to all those Memcached servers, and it also changed the request source IP addresses to the target victim server, so that when those Memcached servers sent the response, all the responses would be sent to the victim server. And finally, the server was under attack. In this case, AlibabaCloud's Anti-DDoS service detected the attack in a very early stage and successfully mitigated, and also the customer wanted, as early as possible. On this table, we give you a quick comparison between Anti-DDoS basic free version and 2 other chargeable versions. One highlight here is that Anti-DDoS Premium service can not only protect cloud resources in the cloud, but can also protect any web service as long as it can be accessed from the internet. The black hole policy in this table means that if you're using Anti-DDoS basic only, but the DDoS attack throughout is bigger than 5 gigabytes per second, and it does not last very long, it will trigger the black hole. Now let's look into another section, network security. In this section, you will be able to understand what is the most dangerous network area security attacks and how we prevent it with the product Anti-DDoS. Distributed denial. Now let's look into the last part of security products overview, application security. Please be noted that the application here means web service application, which is working on HTTP and HTTPS levels. Before we understand more about application security protection, we need to understand common web application attacks first. SQL injection is a very commonly seen application attack targeting databases. By organizing special forms of input strings, the hacker can change the SQL statement into some different function which is not expected by the server application. Cross-site script, XSS, Attacks refer to a kind of attack by tampering the web page using HTML injection to insert malicious scripts so as to control the user's browser when the user's browser changes the website. XSS vulnerabilities may be used for user identity stealing, particularly the administrator's identity, behavior hijacking, Trojan insertion, and worm spreading. Also, phishing. Scanner and probes are those softwares designed to find any vulnerabilities your application server might have. Then a hacker can break your application through those weak points and do further harm to your server, like information sniffing or sensitive data retrieving. Bots and scrapers can be found in web applications like real estate websites or online ticket websites. Hackers use bots or crawlers to visit your website frequently to retrieve some sensitive information like updated price or new products listed on your website. Those bots and scrapers will also show your website, since they will make your server busy to respond and leave the normal user requests less resources to respond. Our Web Application Firewall, WAF, is an application firewall for HTTP applications. It applies a set of rules to an HTTP conversation. Generally, these rules cover common attacks, such as cross-site scripting, XSS, and SQL injection, preventing web scraping, crawlers, and bots, and mitigating application-level DDoS attacks like HTTP, HTTPS floods. The Alibaba Group has been using WAF to protect our Double 11 shopping festival for years, so it's quite a proved product already. One of interesting things about the adoption of WAF is many customers require WAF by considering its PCI compliance. Payment card industry, PCI compliance, is adherence to a set of specific security standards that were developed to protect card information during and after a financial transaction. PCI compliance is required by all card brands. AlibabaCloud Web Application Firewall is a service based on distributed architecture. It can filter massive malicious accesses in real time to avoid leakage of your website assets, enhance system security, and your website's availability. It supports multiple access control mods based on IP, UA, refer, and URL for users to customize the protection policy. Big data and intelligence threats. We have analyzed and know the attributes of 4.2 billion IPs worldwide, like location, owner, from home company or IDC cloud, proxy crawler, or not, etc. 400 million IPs information of China is more accurate by Taobao's address database. Accurate access block. The WAF can add more than 1 million IPs to blacklist, and it can block the client IP if it comes from IDC or cloud easily. The WAF can also protect the request based on URL, cookies, user agent, etc., and the whitelist is also available. Crawler protection. The WAF has crawler reputation database. It can also identify the crawler behavior by behavior analysis technology and block the IP sometime. Human bot identification. Anti-fraud feature in WAF is for human bot identification. This slide shows when WAF is enabled, it will be standing between clients and servers to do bad traffic mitigation based on big data intelligence and algorithms developed based on historical attack patterns. In the next slide, we will show how to change the WAF setup by working with the DNS service together. By setting up WAF, the goal is to make sure that when clients are sending requests to the server, the request should be redirected to the WAF first. But how do we achieve this? As this slide shows, without WAF, client requests to booking.com will be resolved by DNS first and return the IP address of booking.com like 1.1.1.1 to client. Client will use this IP to set up a TCP level connection with server side directly. But to put WAF in between, you need to operate on DNS servers by adding a DNS CNAME record. The CNAME is given by WAF after you create the domain protection instance. By doing this, the new client request to booking.com will be resolved by DNS servers to WAF instance first. Then WAF will do the necessary filtering and send the normal traffic to the original server.